He started all this trouble.
What trouble?
That's racism and all that.
The division of the United States has all come from Obama.
In what way?
Because he's black and he tore it one way and tore it one way. And I mean, they expect you to believe what they say and not let the American people think for themselves.
I think we had enough.
It's a good thing that Donald Trump swooped into the White House to cleanse it of all that blackness that Obama left all over the place. MAGA really thinks that someone existing as a black person is what causes their racism. And being black in a position of power, ultra-racism. Even worse, though, they think that black guy is still running things.
Obama's still in the White House. I think Obama is pushing Joe's buttons.
He's not running the country.
Who's running the country then?
Oh, Barack Obama.
So, with that piece of MAGA information, no one can find anything that Barack Obama has accomplished in his third term.
Is there anything that President Biden has done that you...
One thing right. He did not do one thing right. He's done everything to hurt this country. And, shutting the oil off on day one, opening the borders. If they can open up borders and get away with that, they can get away with anything. And they're proving that they are getting away with anything. Corruption all over the place. And so it's like I was talking to my friend, the people will have to come back and get Trump back in there to straighten this mess out. But there's been a lot of damage done already.
Is there anything that he's done as president that has been of value?
Nope. Run our gas prices up and wants to get rid of our Social Security and that.
From the first time around in 2010, I just laid out the reality of Social Security. It's a legal Ponzi scheme. It is.
Social Security goes bankrupt in 10 years. Medicare goes bankrupt in 8. Anyone that says they're not going to take on entitlement reform means they're going to go in and be president and leave the country bankrupt. You change it. You say we're going to raise the retirement age.
Let's talk about President Biden a little bit. Is there anything he's done that you can point to as being good for America?
I mean, I hate to say it, don't judge me for this, but I kind of like the whole student loan thing. But again, everybody's going to pay for everybody's student loans. So honestly, no, I can't think of anything that he's done for me, honestly.
What about the infrastructure bill that put a lot of people to work?
It is what it is.
Is there anything that President Biden did that you like?
No, I can't think of nothing. He got us in the wars and all that stuff. No.
So he didn't start the wars, but you still blame him for that.
Yes, I do. I blame him for that. Trump. He never had no war. He brung our troop home. I can't believe what Biden did to the Afghanistan. He pulled those troops out. Trump. He never had no war. He brung our troop home. I can't believe what Biden did to the Afghanistan. He pulled those troops out and, didn't even have time to, thank. He's watching his watch and all that good stuff.
Now, the worst thing that's been done is the infrastructure bill. That will clearly lead to fields of old, abandoned electric cars that, for some reason, we can't recycle like gas-powered vehicles.
And what about the infrastructure bill that put a lot of people to work?
Yeah, I mean, it's... I don't think that the infrastructure needs to be where it is right now. Electric cars, we don't need them. It's already proven that they're more harmful to the environment than a gasoline-powered car.
It's been proven that?
Well, there's been tests that have already been run on that.
It seems like burning fossil fuels, we've decided, and science has decided, is the worst for the environment. No?
Yeah, but you got battery operated cars, and once they're done, they go to a landfill and they don't disintegrate. They just stay there. So that's more harmful for the ground than destroying and crushing a car and recycling it.
So they can't recycle the electric cars when they're done?
No. You go look at China. They've got them piled up on top of each other over in China.
If you look at Israel, Joe Biden called for a pause. Where do you think that came from? I think it came from Biden. I think it came from Obama himself. Those are his people. Surely he wants to give his people time to resupply and regroup.
When you say his people, whose people?
Islam.
Or whose people?
Obama's.
Why do you say that?
Well,
He wrote it in his book.
yeah,
He said, if the political wind shall shift, I stand with my brothers, and he's talking about the Muslim Brotherhood.
exactly.
So you think that you're saying that he's a Muslim?
Yes.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Oh, Barack Obama?
Oh yes. I believe he is. Yep.
He claimed to have been a Christian, but that was all a lie.
Obama came on board. When Obama came on board, he was I gotta say, I voted for him first time. Then 1 year, almost to the day, it shifted. It changed. He was a snake in the grass then, and he's a snake in the grass now.
Weird that after entire campaigns of Republicans and some Democrats claiming that President Obama is Muslim, as if that would be disqualifying in the first place, these folks said that they still voted for him in 2008, only to base their hatred for him on it years later. So what changed? Jobless numbers or something?
Whatever we think of Obama, we're just talking about history, joblessness numbers were down. He created the biggest job growth. Then, of course, we had the pandemic, which is not Donald Trump's fault. Jobs then began to come back up, and Biden has continued that job growth. When we talk about jobs,
you say Biden continued job growth?
Yeah, we have.
Biden has not given job growth at all. When she lost her job because of the pandemic, and I lost my job because of the pandemic, those are two jobs now available, right? Since the pandemic has ended, we've all been able to go back to work. Biden is taking that as a win for him. He didn't create those jobs. It's him that made us lose our jobs, and now we got it back.
Well, I'm just saying the Department of Labor is crediting the infrastructure bill with creating a lot of jobs.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
And you don't believe it?
Nope.
Is there anything good about President Biden that you do believe?
Nope.
Nothing.
Not a thing.
Zero. Nope.
Not one thing.
So even if they say joblessness is down, even if they say the economy is coming back, you don't believe that?
Nope, he's weak. We don't need a weak leader.
No, I'm just talking about his accomplishment-wise, forgetting personality and what you think of him.
Yeah, I don't think Joe's accomplished any good for this country. Not a bit.
Even though the same metrics that are used to determine whether or not Trump or Clinton or Carter were good presidents on jobs and the economy, are when applied to Biden, they don't matter.
Well, no, they don't. They really don't.
Pretty clear illustration of how identity politics runs the mindset of MAGA conservatives. Standards and regular measures of the economy and jobs mean nothing as long as it makes their political enemy look decent. And when talking about perceived accomplishments of their guy, facts, figures, and reality are thrown out the window. And apparently, they're also thrown out of this guy's argument.
If you look at it, when President Trump was the true president, which he still is, I believe, when President Trump was in the White House, our manufacturing jobs that were overseas, they moved home. They came back. That contributed to making America great again.
Where did those come back?
Where did those come back? Where did
the jobs come from?
Yeah, in other words, the manufacturing jobs that were exported, to where did they return?
They returned to the United States, where they were.
But where, though? I'm asking specifically, because I didn't know that.
Gosh, don't put me on the spot here. I don't think I can name all of the manufacturing jobs.
I'll have to research that.
Now that Biden is in the office, those jobs, they're doing it again. They're leaving. They're getting the hell out of America. They're not stupid. They see America's downfall. They see that their ambition, their I don't know what the word is I'm trying to get out, but their success in America is going nowhere for them. So they're leaving. Our manufacturing jobs are leaving again. Come 2024, when Trump gets back in, and he will, they're going to come back. They're going to see that America now is on the rebound, and we're going to get better and better and greater and greater. Just what he says, just everything that Trump says is going to happen.